This week is a freeze on a line drive type of week. If you watch baseball, you might get what I mean, and if you don't follow the sport, I'm sorry. I'll try to clarify coming up. I'm Tony with Clarkson Santoro, and this is our real estate update for the week of Friday, April 25th. We know that selling or buying a home can be very stressful and confusing. That's why we do these weekly videos, so you can know how the market is impacting your options as a home seller or buyer. Like always, we start the video off by looking at how the market performed this week. There are now 73 homes on the market, which is up from the 67 we had last week. Average asking price is about the same, $2,026,000, down slightly from the $2,060,000 we had last week. 8 homes went pending this week, double the number of homes we had pending last week, and the average asking price on those pending homes increased significantly up to $2,246,000, up from the $1,991,000 we had last week. And the same number of homes closed this week compared to last at 6. The average sales price did drop from $2,636,000 to $1,970,000. Which is due in large part to the $3 or close to $4 million properties we had closing last week. So now we know how the market performed this past week, and then next we would love to look at the indicators that help us determine where the market might be heading. Before we do that, if you do find this information helpful, why don't you hit the subscribe button down below. And share it with a friend also. Everyone deserves to be in the know about their local real estate market and how it's affecting them, impacting them. All right, let's take a look at those broader indicators. Starting with inventory, which climbed again this week, and it has been climbing significantly and consistently since the beginning of January. We have crossed over that 70 homes threshold, and it looks like the number is going to continue to slowly increase. The pending sales numbers continue to struggle keeping up with the new inventory coming onto the market. And speaking of that, those pending sales numbers, our turnover rate remained well below 50%, the 50% mark this week. It did improve slightly, just barely though. As we had double the number of new pending sales this week compared to last week. But with the turnover rate remaining so low, well under that 50% line, it's going to take some time to clear the current market out of the stagnant homes that are sitting on the market. The over-under number continues to perform well enough even though we are well over a month since inventory really started to climb. And as I look at the pending sales homes stats, I do think that pending number will remain that over-under number will remain in the over range for some time yet. More than half of the current pending homes spent less than 2 weeks on the market, and a third of the homes went pending in less than 10 days. What that usually means is that homes were priced well and generated quick interest, and therefore have a high likelihood of selling for more than their asking price, which would keep the over number in that over range. The average sales price numbers are matching the over-under trend as well. The average sales price has been hovering around $2.15 million range for the past 6 weeks, just kind of bouncing right above there, right over that 2.1 mark. The average asking price for all current pending homes is just over $2 million, so the average sales price should remain well over the 2.1 for a while, even as we are currently sitting in a buyer's market. The tech equities funds that we watch to help gauge the financial strength of our buyers had another good rebound week as well. The QQQ came up about 4% this week. I still expect this to be a very volatile time for the stock market amidst the tariff trade war, but a week of continued improvement is a nice touch to this, the rest of the news this week. Meanwhile, interest rates continue to not help encourage me about the average home buyer's affordability. It jumped up a significant number by 20 points 2 weeks ago, and just hovered around there for this past week as well. I don't expect to see any real improvement in the interest rates during the financial uncertainty being caused by the constantly changing tariff rhetoric and implementation. So I plan on just under 7%, if not higher, for the time being. While last week was a week worth forgetting, this week felt like a pause and look week. I help coach my son's Little League teams, and when they are on base and their teammate hits a line drive or a ball in the air to the outfield, we tell them to pause and watch before you run to the next base, or get back to the base you already were on. Freeze on a line drive. That's what this market and the overall economic outlook feels like. Tariffs are a ball in the air, and buyers are the base runners, freezing to see what is going to happen before they know if they can move forward or not. Every so often, it's obvious when the fielder won't be able to make a play on the ball, and the runner can start running right away, even while the ball's in the air. And I would compare that to the homes that are showstoppers on the market. They still sell quickly, but as a homeowner, you really have to do a lot to hit the ball out of the park to make sure you get the buyers to move forward quickly and not freeze in their decision making when considering your home. Okay, enough of the baseball analogies. Hopefully I didn't confuse you and that kind of clarified where I feel like our market is right now. Thank you for joining me for this weekly update. I hope it helps you understand where our market and how it's affecting your options. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell so you can stay informed on how this market continues to shape up this year. And I promise less baseball analogies next time. If you have any questions about how you can navigate the stressful and confusing process of selling or buying a home, leave a comment down below or reach out to us directly. We're here to help direct you every step of the way. Thanks for joining me. Have a safe weekend, and I'll see you next week with a new update.